Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Azure Striker Gunvolt. Now, in the last episode we took down a couple more of the stages, and real quick is I made a mistake, well, kind of-ish, is I was having some problems with OBS, so when I recorded the last episode, and me being dumb, I didn't put down a second save file. I forgot to do that, so I went ahead and I recompleted everything up to where we were. And just as an extra side thing, I went ahead and completed some challenges so I could grind out extra bits of gear. So I have the Flash Focus Plus, the Dynamo Eye, and the Overflash Pendant, as well as the Traction Ring, just so that way I have some better gear going into the later stages. As well as leveling up a bit, but that really doesn't affect much except my health. So, yeah, you can see that I've only completed a few of them that are here, but I didn't go through everything. And then, real quick, is when you synth gear, like, stuff like the Osmotic Eye, that's stuff that you have to synth to unlock, like, all this stuff, so I figured might as well get this because it's just gear that I'm used to getting. So that's why I went ahead and just grinded it out, because the later stages aren't gonna need this stuff, but it's really good to have. But enough of that, let's just head on into the biochem plant. Let's see. We'll be staging a raid on one of Sumeragi's biochemical plants. I've sent you coordinates for the heart of the plant. You'll need to place a bomb. Roger that. What's my ingress? Automated freight train. We found one that does regular supply drops. That's your ticket in. Alright, well let's do this. Conflagration within the searing crucible within a vengeful demon, Viper, whose fiery fury grows and threatens to engulf everything. Now this stage is pretty similar to the intro stage back in the first episode. Is you start off on a train, which really doesn't affect much, and then you also have these boxes. 2 shots from any gun will just take them out immediately, but these boxes are a bit more reinforced, so they take a lot more punishment to go down. Oh dear. And then there's these boxes. These black ones you can't take down no matter how hard you try, so they're just an obstacle to be in the way. And that was dumb, because now I've only got one more hit to take before I lose my kudos, which isn't good, but yeah, it's something to deal with. And then you have these boxes here, which you want to be careful around, because anything hits them and they'll explode immediately. Now, enemy gunfire can't set them off, it's only you that can, so as long as you're careful about it, you'll be fine, but it's just best to avoid it any way you can. So you don't want them going anywhere. It's pretty easy to avoid them, but then there are the other times where it's just like, not as simple as you'd like it to be. Alright. Just take these guys down and... oh dear. Why must you be in such an annoying place? Alright, grab that. I mean, these enemies aren't that bad to take care of on the train, but at the same time, it's just slightly annoying, especially with all these boxes that get in your way. Because, man, that was just terrible movement on my part. But it's not so much the problem of the boxes, it's just the fact that they get in the way so easily of you taking down enemies. Especially when you're trying to get, like, the S+ rank that you'll need for some of the challenges if you decide to take them on. And trying to be fast while taking out enemies and getting around them is pretty annoying. But here we have a mini-boss called Spider. I think I could skip the cutscene for it, if there was one. But basically what you need to do is wait for it to open up so you can attack the core, and it'll shoot a laser. If it shoots from the roof, it'll cause rocks to fall, which just, as long as you have your flash field on attacking it, you're not going to get hit by. And then if it shoots towards the ground, you want to get up as fast as possible, because then it'll take you down. Then it'll just hit you. And then if you wait long enough in the fight, it'll jump to the ceiling. And when it does that, it'll use a bomb attack, but I've never had it go up there in the last few times that I played the game, so I don't know if it has any other attacks when it's on the roof, or if it's just dropping bombs and whatnot. So yeah. It's pretty easy to get around. And now here's the fun part of being in the factory now, or the plant, I guess, is they use the boxes to basically just get in your way, and it's pretty much like the main obstacle gimmick. Is you don't want to take them all out, but at the same time, like, it's really up to you if you'd rather take them all out instead of dealing with them. Personally, I just try to take out as few as possible, because that is a challenge for later. It's just like, hey, don't take out all the boxes, or don't take out too many, or else you fail the challenge, basically. And it's not that hard to do, but then you also have sections like these where these boxes can't be destroyed, but they also stop the pipes from spitting a bunch of steam, which isn't a bad idea, but at the same time, just being forced to maneuver around all of it is a little bit annoying. Especially when you have sections like this and you don't want to destroy too many boxes. It's... I don't really have a word for it. But now we've got this enemy section, so just gotta worry about this. If you want to end it quickly, you could take out the siren, which is helpful for speedrunning the game, but... well, I don't speedrun this one very often. I usually speedrun the second game as Copen. But that's just my preference. But, you know, to me the second game just has a bit more to it. But at the same time, the first one's a bit more streamlined with only the one character, which is nice. Now, here's where the fun begins. We've collected every Joule in each stage, but in this layer of boxes is another Joule. Problem is, you take out the wrong box, is one of these boxes right here that I'm hitting will fall on top of it and you won't be able to claim it. Which is incredibly annoying. Good news is, though, is these boxes, if they fall on you, can't crush you or kill you, which is nice. Let me take this one out. Oh dear. Okay, I got really lucky, but there's the Joule there, and then you can see the box on top of it that you don't want to take out. So let me destroy that, have those drop down, and then I gotta make it in here, like, really quick. There we go. And I can just let those explode, let the box fall on top of me, somehow not end up dead from being crushed. I love these games because it's basically, not basically a Mega Man clone, but pretty close to it. Mega Man clone with his own twist, I would say. But I do like it because it has its own identity. And, oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna overheat, which isn't good. Overheating means I can't do half of stuff I normally do. Okay. Taking all these guys out because I don't want to deal with them. And then fun times is you have the pipe spitting steam. And here, once they turn off, you just want to go because you pretty much only just barely have enough time to make it. Let's just get through here and boss time once we get through the hex file. Alright. But the stage isn't so bad. You just gotta keep up with it. Keep moving. And that's really all there is to it. A Sumeragi adept, take a hike before you get hurt. I'm gonna hike my boot right up your exit hatch is what I'm gonna do. When I heard you were on the premises, I couldn't get down here fast enough. You can forget about the reactor. I'm burning for a beatdown, something fierce. The name's Viper. And you're gonna pay for taking my girl away. Joule was mine. Aha, wow, whatever god made you broke the mold. I don't really get the interaction here. It doesn't make much sense. But Viper is... I wouldn't say... Oh. You jock-blocked the wrong adept, Gunvolt. There's a special corner in hell for thieves like you. But Viper, he's not the most difficult. On his first health bar, he'll shoot those fireballs and slide at you. The fireballs can easily be taken out with both your flash shield or your gun, depending on which route you take or if he's shooting at you while you're attacking him. Once he gets down to his second health bar, he'll start doing that, where he kicks off the wall. Or if he hits you, he'll kick off of you instead. But at the same time, it's still easy enough to avoid, even though I'm taking damage. And then he can sometimes go off screen and just kind of do like a kick downwards. I don't really know what the name is for. And once he's down to his last health bar, you deal with Reflugens, which is the most annoying attack ever, because he floods the screen, and I'm taking damage, but what you want to do is just slowly inch through. And once it's done, he just starts spitting like these lines of fireballs. And they're easy enough to dodge. You just want to be slightly to the right or left of them, or directly under him, depending on how many he's shooting. So if he's shooting like 3, you want to be slightly to the left or right. If he's shooting 2, just be directly under him, and it'll completely miss you. But avoiding the attack in the starting stage, where he's just kind of like got the fireball in a spinning pattern, mission complete. It's really annoying to a dodge. And I've tried to beat him so many times without taking damage, and while it's not impossible, it's incredibly difficult. And I don't like it. But I still got the S rank, so I'm happy. And we get a bunch of new gear, and the Orochi, and another Joule, which will be useful. Sumeragi's orbital station, Firmament. Master Nova, we know where she is. Really? You found the Muse? Wonderful. We'll need to extend her a warm welcome. Is our good friend back on his feet yet? He should be the one. Already a unit for him, sir. It's about time this venture of ours got back on track. I was almost starting to worry we'd built this place for nothing. Joule, I'm home. She was waiting for me when I got back from the mission. Hey, how was your day? Ugh, I hate the house calls coming through. Huh? A languid, sinister voice cut through the room. A rift appeared, and through it stepped a ghost. It was Marak. You're dead! This is impossible! You want me to explain? Oh, come on. So, not doing it. Sorry. Anyway, this little piggy is Lumen, right? Time to cry wee 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 all the way home. Boss's orders. Ah, let me go! Ugh, when this is over, I'm gonna sleep for like 3 days, I swear. How do you sleep that long? Hey, get back here! That's a serious question. I don't sleep for more... Well, this is just me personally. I don't know about everyone else, but I sleep for no more than like 3-4 hours a day. How do you sleep for 3 days? I can't go that long not doing anything. But this is a pretty straightforward stage. It's just a straight line with a few things in the way, dodging lasers, which apparently I can't do. I wasn't supposed to skip that. Ignore that. I don't know if I'm going to keep that in, but... I wasn't supposed to skip that. I'm so used to just spamming the start button when I play this. I'm sorry, and that's the wrong button now. Alright. Okay, could you stop firing them, like, right in front of me? Okay, let's do this again. Let her go, Marak. You again, seriously? Are you really gonna make me break out my Septima? Why, man, why? Ugh, have it your way. Stop! That's a big nope. Die, please! I mean, he at least said please. So, he does have some manners. And this very slow tank. Great. I was gonna hit start because I really want to. Now this tank is a bit different. When you block its missiles with your flash field, it will... Well, I can't even think now. But once the missiles get destroyed, they leave energy balls that follow the same path as the missile. So you gotta be careful about that. And then when he fires the machine gun on the ground, he'll also shoot a laser. And he also likes to jump around from the sides. So you gotta be careful of that. But same as the intro boss tanks, it's really easy to take out. As long as you're careful and you know what you're doing, it's not a big deal. You just gotta stay, like, on the move. You know, I really wish you'd stop trashing all our company hardware. An unfamiliar voice issued from my communicator. Who is this? Oh good, I have the right frequency. What a pleasure it is to finally speak with you, Gunvolt. My name is Nova, commander of the bunch of recently deceased adepts. That was very nice of you to keep my beloved Muse out of harm's way. And in 5-star accommodations, no less. How can I ever repay you? Cash? Credit? Contraband? Canic, give her back right now. I'm afraid I can't do that. Lumen has a vital role to play in our venture. What venture? I have big plans for her. With Project Muse, Sumeragi can finally administrate all the world's adepts at once. Administrate? If that's just a fancy word for what I think it is. All of this started because Sumeragi was using Lumen against us. Her anthem was causing the septima within every adept to resonate, which in turn made us dangerously easy to track. If amplified, who knows what the song could do? Maybe even brainwash us. People need a compass, whether it's religion, education, the media. For adepts, that compass is Sumeragi. We keep you from destroying yourselves. The world is better off with us. Not that I expect a terrorist to understand, but as long as I have the muse and you have 2 ears, you belong to me anyway. The hell I do! But the line had fallen silent. Damn it, Joule! And that's the end of the stage. Honestly, it goes by incredibly quickly. But there's really not much to say about it. It's just one of them short run-through stages. And, oh, that jerk thinks he can gack with us and get away with it? Grr. Take it easy, Xeno. We've got new intel from our operatives. Joule has been taken to Sumeragi's orbital station, aka Firmament. From there, Lumen's song will be broadcast across the globe. That has to be their endgame. And we need to stop it before it happens. I'll take the mission, Asimov. This one's personal. To reach Firmament, we'll have to use Babel, Sumeragi's space elevator. We need a way to seize control of it. Me and Asimov will take care of that, right, boss? Right. Gunvolt, you hit the control facility head on to draw Sumeragi's fire. If anyone can take the heat, it's you. Thanks. I know you're not doing it for me, but thank you. Alright, black sheep, let's go to the pasture. I don't know what that means, but okay. Now, these next few stages are a bit long. Babel and Firmament are not as long. They're about the same as the average stage, but Iridu does go on quite a bit, so I'm kind of debating whether or not I should do it right now and then just finish off the game in the next episode, because either way, that is how it's going to go. Is there anything else I can maybe build to help? No? Well, I can build the Duple Boost Band, which might help me out a bit. No, I will take the Duple Boost Band because that could be useful for later. Just knowing what's coming up. And... might have some different skills I can use. Not really. Okay. You know what? We're gonna take on Iridu. It's a long stage, but I'm gonna go for it anyway because the last one was pretty short. Even though I wasted like a minute and a half just talking about it. But you know what? We're gonna go for it and then we'll finish off the game in the next episode. Alright, so let's give this a go. Hopefully I can manage this without too much trouble, but this stage is pretty long, mostly because, well, as they said, going to Babel, you're taking on pretty much most of the enemy, so that's always fun. But it shouldn't be too bad. The one problem is with the wind and rain causing it harder to move when you're jumping, but at the same time, oh, I got a new skill. Let me take those down. And this is why I recommend getting the Overflash Pendant, because even though it drains your EP faster, with stuff like Flash Focus and the, what's it called? The Dynamo Eye, I think it is? Maybe? I don't know, I'd have to look at it again because I can't remember the names of them. Okay, now that's just rude placement. And I'm gonna overheat if that was way too close. Okay, can you not? But what was I saying again? I can't remember. But the gear that I have equipped will help you take down enemies a lot faster, which is always good. That missile was coming for me. Hexpod, I was like, what's next? Alright, the wind should change up, which will be helpful for getting across large gaps. I'm gonna take that because it'll be useful. But the gear that I have equipped helps me take down enemies faster, and even though your EP will drain faster than normal, you can still get away with a lot as long as you're careful and know how to manage it properly. Which, personally, is what I like to do, just because it makes short work of basic enemies. And there goes my EP. Okay. This is like the only problem with the stage. I realize I'm like losing my train of thought a lot, but oh dear. But this stage, because of how many enemies you're taking on, you've got to be really careful not to take damage. And even though with Pervasion, oh dear, we have another. Okay, I'm not waiting on you to walk all the way over here. But the only problem with this stage is just the length of it. I keep forgetting what I'm gonna say, but my biggest problem with this stage is just like how long it is, especially when you're going for S+ ranks. And I might actually get hit here. Okay, good. Managed to dodge. Oh dear. And oh, I didn't even realize I could go down. There we go. But the length of the stage and just how many enemies there are is like a huge problem when you're going for like an S rank or S+, because you have to be extremely careful, and if you want like a better shot at guaranteeing getting that S+, you gotta play it in the, well, depending on what version you're on. If you're on the 3DS, you're stuck with it no matter what stage you're playing, which personally I don't like. Whereas the Switch version, oh, there's gonna be another tank, isn't there? Now, this is what makes it fun, is now there's spikes involved. So I can't back up too far, and you're gonna fire tanks off first. Or, the tank is firing tanks. No. The tank is firing missiles. Gunfire and lasers. Okay, well, I'm gonna take you down quickly. That's the wrong one. This is why I prefer the second game, is because you can map a shortcut with the X button to at least one of your skills. That makes it so much easier. But in this one, if you're not careful... I mean, the 3DS also solves this problem because you can just tap it on the bottom screen, which isn't really that hard, which is pretty nice, but at the same time it's just... why? Alright. Still a good chunk left. I'm not even through the second half of the stage with the boss. And if I remember correctly, what boss it is, I think I know. Well, I should know because I played this game a bunch of times. But if I remember correctly, it's much more difficult than the original boss fight. Alright. Seriously, why is there so many enemies just parading around? Okay, another tank. With more spikes, which makes it more aggravating. Okay, yeah, that's why I hate your lasers. And the spikes, it's harder to dodge. Okay, I'm gonna use Lux Caliber and just take you down. Realizing I'm probably gonna land the spikes now. Yep. Oh dear. So now I'm just gonna immediately take damage. Great times. Alright, Hexapile, and then we got the boss coming up. Yay! Was there anything past this? I think there was a badge that gets you more items. Alright, now for the boss. Ugh, couldn't you have stayed home and watched videos of cats or something? Where's Joule? Don't make me ask twice. I brought her to Firmament, obviously. She's in outer space, man. Look, here's how it is. Nova's a pretty alright dude for bringing me back from the dead, so as much as I'd rather be vegging out, I kinda owe it to him to kill you now. Hey. Man, he just does not want to be here. Which, realistically, if that's the case, why is he even bothering to fight me? I mean, I get why. It's like, he literally says why, but at the same time, it's just like, dude, just go home. No one's gonna care or notice, realistically. Well, actually, I don't know if they would notice. But it's a video game, so... Alright, you're gonna activate Lazy Laser, aren't you? Yep. Okay. I am most likely gonna take it. Why is he not taking much damage from this? Seriously, where's like the amount of damage that you should be taking? There we go. Okay. I win. And now the glaive breaks. you notice they didn't break the last time. I'm heading to Babel. And there we go. Alright, that should finish off. There we go. Now that stage is done. Alright, let's see. Do we have any more cutscenes? No, we don't. So now we have Babel unlocked, and then there's Firmament. But, unless there's any more gear I can synth, but I doubt it. I can get the Metis Optic, but that's going to be completely useless. Dynamo Eye. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The only thing is with the Flash Focus is you need to make, for the Flash Focus and the Dynamo Eye, you have to make 2 of each to get the plus, which is what I did. So, once you get all that, it's no big deal. And then you can just take both of them and just get it. The only thing that's problem is this. Oh, apparently I can't talk. The only problem is the money that it takes. Because they're both pretty expensive at 18,900, but once you, like, if you're completing challenges to get this stuff built and help you out in like later stages, same with the Overflash Pendant, it takes a bit to build. But if you're completing challenges with each stage, it really becomes not a big deal. But the next episode will be the last, because we still do have something else to take care of even after the game is technically finished. And, well, yeah, I'm sure you guys can assume why Marak came back. Well, maybe. Honestly, I didn't know how they did it before either. But anyway, I'm gonna be saying, well, apparently I don't know how to end it. But this is gonna be the end of this episode, so I will see you guys in the next one. Later.